We're Marianne and Chris, and we've been travelling full-time for the past 3 years. We're currently attempting to drive Trudy, our home on wheels, all the way around the world.
We lost one of our vents over the fridge extraction.
We can't cover it because if you feel it's hot coming out, it's the exhaust from the fridge.
Or maybe you can cut slices in it.
If I do it here,
Then there's air as well. That's good.
it's coming here now.
That's perfect.
And some holes in it maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I can glue completely here.
because it's good for the air to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to come out, otherwise it will melt. There you go, we're adapting a bit of, what is it, Paul? It's like the walking.
Yes, that one.
Anything is possible in Turkey.
We don't waste anything.
It's a good fit.
That's enough.
You could put one more there if you can. I would. And then we're just gluing. That's not coming out, is it? And it's not touching. Look at that.
Some people worry after we get attached to a cat that we're going to abandon them and leave them and they're going to have a terrible life. Well, as you can see, Trudy, we've nicknamed the cat Trudy, has a new master. She's in love. So she's safe and sound. Oh.
So because it's our last night in Dalian and Mr. Levent has been so amazing, I'm going to give him a little present.
It was all my pleasure.
This is my old drone.
All right.
It's Merry Christmas to you.
Oh.
And I have,
Earlier Christmas.
and that's all the bits that go with it.
Oh, what a lovely present.
There you go. So now you can take aerial shots of everybody jumping in the pool in the summer.
Yes, I will always remember this one, and when I will use.
There you
You
go.
will see lots of video about it.
So lovely
No,
to
it's
us.
been amazing. You are a legend.
We're going to come back as a group, a Tread the Globe group.
We'll bring a group of
In the
vanners.
future, we'll plan a trip, and if you're up for it, come and see Levent first, check it out, see if you like it, and then we'll all come back together.
Definitely.
And lots of you have been saying, how do we get hold of Levent? Just direct message me, or Chris will put a link.
There's
at
a
the
link
bottom.
to the website.
Yeah, but direct message me if you want me. I can send you his business card.
There you go.
Thank you very much,
No,
Marianne.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Chris.
Awesome.
Thank you. Good morning. It is our last morning here in Dalian. We're heading east, but first there's a few things we need to do, including getting the van ready. We actually managed to break this chock by going up on the wood. A lesson, it just put a little bit too much pressure on there. These things happen. And we also need to give the solar panels a clean before we go. Good morning, Mr. Levent. He's out the roof. And the flags are up because today is Sports Day, right?
Yes.
National Day here in Turkey. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you. Goodbye, brother. Görüşürüz.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you, my friend. We'll be back. In case you're wondering why they throw water behind us as we left, it wasn't because we smell, it was because they're wishing us good luck and good fortune on our travels, and that's the tradition here in Turkey.
It also means water will wash you away like a wave on a safe journey, and then hopefully wash you back as the wave comes back in.
Beautiful. Hopefully it washes us all the way into Russia this summer. We're heading east, and we're feeling pretty good. We're feeling
I'm feeling emotional.
So hopefully the roads today are a little bit quieter because it's a public bank holiday, and the journey to Antalya We've got two choices, the mountain road or the coastal road. Which one are we taking?
The quickest.
The mountain. The journey today to Antalya through the mountains will take about 3.5 hours, possibly 4 in Trudy because she's a bit slower. In case you're wondering, it's the middle of May and the weather here in Turkey is really starting to warm up. Just another month and it will probably be in the high 30s down on this southern coastline. So we're keen to push on before it gets unbearably hot like it did last year and we had to head into the mountains up into Cappadocia. Those are the mountains we got to go over. They look pretty big, love.
Trudy's got it.
Just in case you're wondering how hot it is today, it's 29 degrees. So yesterday we went with Levent to the medical practice in Dalian to try and get some more information about the vaccine. So fingers crossed today at least we should get maybe some more accurate information on the situation and possible date timeframes. So fingers crossed.
Sure that from now on 1 month
Yeah.
it will come down to 45 to 55.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, you
45
think
to
within a
55.
month?
Yeah, in a month.
So when you get the call to say we can have it,
Yeah.
you send us the information.
I will get your appointment.
Yes.
Wherever you want, I will call you first.
Okay.
If you are, for example, if you are in Adana,
Yes.
Adana National Hospital,
Yes.
go and this number.
This is the
that-
appointment. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I will take your.
Screenshot it. Send it to me. I turn up. I do
Yeah.
this, and bang.
Yes,
And then the
Okay.
second one you can get anywhere as well.
exactly.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so that's sounding positive. We need to get the
I have
Russian
faith.
visa now then.
I have faith. Let's
Yeah,
just do
it's,
it. And what
for
date
me.
are we now? We're 3rd week of May, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So by July it might all tie into place.
It might all
Okay,
tie
so
into
now the
place.
long one's the visa.
Let's do the visa.
Let's go and do the visa. So after that we have decided statistically we should get the vaccine before we leave. So we are going to go and get the Russian visa or apply for it tomorrow. And psychologically it makes it feel so much better. It feels like we are heading east now, we're not coming back, and the journey is definitely continuing.
I feel like we're able to achieve the goal we set ourselves, and we're not quitting, and we're going to make it happen. One way or another, we're going to get around the world.
We've succumbed to putting the air conditioning on and it's definitely a lot cooler. It's a lovely drive through the mountains with great views. So it's either this way or the coastal road is very pretty with the blue sea, but it does take about an hour and a half longer to get to Antalya. See the snow poles by the side of the road. There was get snow up here in the winter.
It's hard to believe, isn't it, really, with this heat?
It is. We just jumped out of Trudy because we saw a name of a town that we just thought was funny. So we're just coming to take a selfie. That's it, we've arrived back in Antalya and we're just going to find somewhere to park up. We're going to try and go to the same place we parked up last time. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Woo!
You said 3 o'clock.
This is the car park where we did the where we made the Turkish breakfast, and because it's a public holiday here in Turkey and lockdown's just finished, the beach is rammed, the car park is pretty full, but the sea is very blue, so I think once we've had a bit of lunch, I think we might go for a little cheeky dip there. Good morning. We had a good night's sleep here. It's a beautiful morning. We were going to come swimming last night and enjoy this beautiful beach, but it didn't go according to plan last night. We thought we'd check, because the plan was today we were going to go and get the Russian visa, and we thought we would just have a quick check on the Foreign Office site, see if there's any updates on Georgia, on Russia. The Georgian border, the land border, is still closed. So we had a long conversation last night about, is it worth getting the visa for Russia? I mean, if we apply for the visa today, then we need the vaccine, we need the Georgian border to open, we need the Russian border to open. And it was a little bit overwhelming, because it feels like, you know, the world this year is against us. And I'm normally really positive and everything, but I struggled last night. Mentally, just trying to think, well, you know, we love Turkey, and but we only planned 3 weeks in Turkey because we're on a mission to drive around the world. And, you know, we're excited to get this mission complete, go and see our families, catch up with our friends back home. So the net result was, we're not really sure what we're doing. We called a couple of our good contacts who are going to check to see if there's any inkling from some of the Russian officials whether it looks like the border's going to open this summer to Russia and Georgia. So today is one of those days in limbo where we don't really know what we're doing. Like I say, we were going to get the visa today and then start heading east, but if we can't get into Georgia, then I don't know. Marianne's still sleeping over there in Trudy, but I think the plan today is that we'll go and do a bit of shopping and get something to eat, just hang out and just see how it goes, and wait for that phone call from our friend who's checking with the Russian embassy. So yeah, a day in limbo. Morning.
Morning.
How you feeling? You don't know what we're doing, love?
I don't know. I don't want to feel sad, and I feel a bit frustrated that I feel frustrated. But we'll work something out, and we're not quitting, ever.
You can't quit. So Marianne's just been out wandering, and what have you found, Marianne?
I found a hairdresser. Once a year I do a soft demi-perm just to make it easier in the van for washing my hair, and I found a hairdresser down the road. Last time I went to a hairdresser was about a week before we left here, so December 2019.
There you go. Okay, Marianne's off to the hairdressers.
I'm gonna turn that into something else.
You're
See
amazing.
you later.
See you later. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna stay in the van and edit. We're just gonna hang out and wait to hear back from our contacts on the Russian visa, and make a decision later today, hopefully for the best, but fingers crossed. Back.
Look at my girl.
Lovely, darling, lovely. You got all frizzy.
I'm all curly. Look at that.
Happy?
I'm really happy. They were so nice to me.
So we're just going to head to the other side of the city, do a little retail therapy. We're going to head towards Marks and Spencer's. Downtown Antalya. This is right next to Old Town, where we stayed the first time we ever came to Antalya, and the traffic hasn't changed.
Nerves of steel.
That's Hadrian's Gate and there's a wedding. So we've just parked up behind the big shopping centre. What is that?
Recycling.
Huh? Recycling?
It's paper recycling.
Oh right. Never seen that before.
I've never seen that before.
Another good thing about the city, there's a Marks and
love
Spencer's.
Marks and Spencer's.
A taste of home.
We don't own much stuff or clothing, but every now and again I just treat myself.
So we've come back to Lara Beach here in Antalya, and we're just editing and catching up, staying in the shade because it's a bit warm. A bit of advice if you buy these USB fans is make sure you can take them apart to clean them, because all that dust in there is only a few weeks ago, and it just stops it spinning as effectively. You'll notice it gets a lot more blowy once you've cleaned it. Well, that's it for today. Join us on the next episode where we hopefully get some news about the future of our around the world trip, and fingers crossed. We'll see you next time.